Today we have two massive games in our season. First and foremost, a battle at the top of the Premier League. We are taking on a Manchester City side, currently trailing us by 2 points. A win here, we go 5 points clear. After that, the small matter of the Champions League. Of course, a competition where, well, things didn't go quite to plan last time. We lost to Benfica away. We've got to turn around that 1-0 deficit. Shall we get into things? Let's do this. Today is episode number 16, and well, today we're going to hopefully be putting our season on a really good path. If we were to lose both matches today, out the Champions League, potentially, well, probably completely giving up any hope of winning the Premier League title, our remaining run in to end the season is a tough one. Beating Man City here puts us in a position where there'd be a little bit of a cushion, but still plenty of work to do. Now, of course, last episode we announced the sale of Saka, £150 million. I understand that for some people they were disappointed to see me sell him. I think it goes without saying. When a player who scores 3 goals in the first half of a season gets an £150 million bid, you have to consider selling him. The thing that actually secured his sale in my mind was the fact that he wanted the move. He wanted out of Arsenal. His head was turned. He wanted the money. I can't afford to pay a player £300,000 a week. Our highest earner by comparison is on half of that, and that's Jude Bellingham, who's come in since. I feel like I maybe didn't make that clear enough last episode. Saka was the snake. I wanted to keep him. I'm not paying him £300,000. Since you were last here, 3 matches played. We took on Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup. We beat them at 3-0. Jude Bellingham getting on the score sheet alongside Jesus and Andreas. After that, a 3-0 win against Blackburn. A somewhat unlikely hero in this game as well. Bino Gittins on off the bench, grabbed 2 goals. Really, really good impact appearance for him. A player who has been in and out of the first team a little bit. Certainly with this recent performance, it gives me a bit of food for thought that maybe I should be playing him a tad bit more. His development so far has been rather impressive, the 19-year-old, so would like to continue to give him first-team football. And well, most recently, as you can see here, we took on Norwich, used it as an opportunity to rotate the team. Vitor Roque came into the team, he scored, Andreas got on the score sheet as well, and you can see, looking at things, Andreas also bagged 2 assists in this game. The 19-year-old has been in fine form, really has been impressive again this year. He is currently, if I'm not mistaken, our second highest goal scorer. 10 goals to his name. He does trail Jesus a little bit, who somewhat covertly and under the radar now has 19 league goals and 5 in the Champions League. I've not really sung his praises that much. This man has been our main goal scorer. Now, as well as those recent games, we did also have our youth intake. 2 players that I think are worth mentioning from this batch. The first, Stacey Haydar. This man, 16 years old, looks like he could be a really good player. Decent physicals, some nice technicals as well. In fact, some really good technicals. Passing, dribbling, technique, all really stand out. Maybe needs to work on his finishing and first touch a little. He looks very much like a striker. Plenty of room for growth in the mentals department, but at 16, with loads of potential, we'll keep an eye on him. And the pick of the bunch, at least if you trust my head of youth development, is Ross Lee. This man is an Irish 15-year-old. He looks absolutely incredible. 15 acceleration, 15 pace, 18 determination, I absolutely love. Has a really kind of good base as a player. Technicals need to improve. Mentals need a little bit of improvement as well. But, I mean, if he has half the potential that's predicted, he could be rather good for us. Anyway, I think that just about catches you up on everything since you were last here. Not a load of stuff going on, to be fair. And, well, shall we get into things? Man City today. Rodrigo still coming back from injury, cannot start today, so Martinelli is going to be the man who starts out on the left-hand side. Besides that, though, it is a very strong 11, and having played a rotated team against Norwich, I feel suitably prepared for this one. Of course, the aim of this game, shut down Erling Haaland, really. He's quite good in Football Manager. We've got to try and keep him quiet. Just looking at things, you can see Haaland is starting with Rafa Leao and Foden either side. Looks like a few of their players might be struggling a little bit in the fitness department. Worth noting, Toni Kroos playing for Man City alongside De Bruyne. That is a midfield with plenty of creativity that we are going to have to try and shut down. And well, speaking of the devil, the German international is stood over a free kick, and he smashes into the top corner. 10 minutes gone, potentially goal of the season there for Toni Kroos. Yeah, I mean, that is an insane free kick. What do you say about that? He's just picked his top corner, It's a wide angle, it's a weird angle, it's not a bad angle for the free kick, but he's got it up and over the wall, and Ramsdale didn't even get close. 20 minutes gone, it's not been a good start in this game. Man City had about 70% of the ball in the first 10 minutes. It's swung a little more in our favour now. I think we're slowly getting into this game a little, although there is another free kick for us to worry about. Kevin De Bruyne has hit it, Ramsdale spills it. I thought Kroos was about to score again. Good news for us, he managed to get it. Ederson with the ball at the back, opting to go long. Our press kind of forcing Man City to play that little bit more direct, although with Erling Haaland to aim for, they've got some rather good targets. But as have we. Jude Bellingham bringing it forward here, of course. A player who we expect big things from, and I'll tell you what, we've got big things from an unlikely place. Tierney, I don't know if that was a shot or a cross. It deflected very fortuitously. It's landed in the lap of a Norwegian. It's not Erling Haaland's goal, though. It's Martin Odegaard's goal. Out on that right-hand side, Jude Bellingham with the penetrative run forward. Little bit of fortune with this one. He pulls it back to Tierney, who brought it out of defence. I think that's a shot that is blocked. It falls to Odegaard. Ederson is caught flat-footed. We're back in this game. Another free kick for Man City, though. We have to be wary of these, and I'll tell you what, they've hit the crossbar. This is fine. Half-time in this game, 1-1. I think we have been second best, but at home, I'm hoping that we can really kick on in the second half. We've created opportunities. Man City's best chances have come from dead balls, which, well, if we can stop giving them, maybe we have a better chance in this game. You can see possession has definitely swung a little more in our favour as the half went on. We do need to be a little bit more creative with things here. I'm going to just ask the players to play a little bit more direct in our play. Not going anything too crazy, but I think we can be, I don't know, a little more quick, I suppose, in our build-up play. Just looking to get the ball into the final third faster. I think Man City are the kind of team that maybe we could catch out of position as they commit men forward. And while there could be a chance here, there was a chance there. Jesus should have scored a goal there, but he hit it wide there. That was lots of theirs, and, well, there is going to be a goal kick now. Man City maybe immediately looking for a response of their own. Kyle Walker, the right back, bringing it forward. Plays it into Erling Haaland, who is going to get there. Do not foul him. Cross or shot is blocked. And, well, we just about get away from danger. It wasn't all that convincing, was it? I feel like in this current match engine in debate, there's a lot of ping-pong in the penalty area. There's a lot of loose balls and kind of deflected passes and stuff that happen. We've seen a little bit of that here. Are we now going to see us, well, be a bit creative? Kessie has decided to have a daydream. He's given the ball to Foden. What do you say about a goal like that? Like, what am I meant to do as a manager? What has Kessie done? Can we discuss Kessie? Answers on a postcard. What has he done here? Has he just realised the meaning of life or something? It's like he's frozen on the football pitch. I don't understand. Erling Haaland snatches the ball away. Falls to Phil Foden. He's not going to miss from there. It's 2-1 Man City. Going to make some changes in this game. Pedro Porro on a yellow card. Not really something I want to see. We're going to drop him back as well, just to a regular wing-back, Tomiyasu, who is going to come on. Elsewhere, McKennie's not had exactly a great game. I'm going to bring in Andre Santos. In the final third, Martinelli's on a 6.3. That is not good enough. Andreas, on you come. I'm going to keep faith in Gabriel Jesus for now, though. Against his former club, I feel like it's in the script for him to grab a goal. Maybe he can make something happen here. Martinelli, who is about to come off, bringing it forward. If we score now, I might have to rethink our subs. Jude Bellingham from range. Surely not. Thought he might pull the trigger. He does pull the trigger. It's gone just over. So if things stay as they are, you can see Man City going to go a point ahead of us. A draw here would not be a bad result by any means. It would keep us top of the pile, at least for now. That said, if we want that to happen, we need to score and we need to create more. We have not done enough in this game, and while there could be a chance here, oh my word. Julian Alvarez, shot from range, hits the woodwork, goes over. That was a little close for comfort. Okay, just under half an hour left here. Right now, Man City, definitely the team in control, but with it only being a one-goal game, the complexion of the match could change very quickly, particularly if we were to score the next goal. We have to remind ourselves, board expectation for this year was Europa League football. The media prediction was 5th. The fact we could go 5 points clear at the top of the table here with this squad would be a really, really impressive achievement if we could do it. And, well, it's impressive that we're even here, but can we do it? We might have a chance. Jude Bellingham in for Saka, and while scoring a goal that I'm going to say now, Saka would not have scored for us. Jude Bellingham, massive, massive finish. That was a cheeky, delightful little dink. I feel like one thing that in recent iterations of Football Manager we've seen more and more of is variety in the finishes. And this one here was cheeky as you'd like. One-on-one, Ederson, sit down, son. Get on your buttocks. Jude Bellingham makes it 2-2. Okay, 25 minutes left here. I'm kind of happy with how this game's playing out. We're creating a little bit more. Of course, wary of the fact that Man City have great talent going forward. Although with Erling Haaland no longer on the pitch, maybe their attack is slightly blunted. I say that like Julian Alvarez is a bad footballer. He's still quite good in Football Manager. We've got to be wary of him. Well, I'm hoping that Jesus, for us, if he gets a chance, could score. Jude Bellingham's through again. Can he finish again? He can. It's his 8th goal of the season. He only joined us in January. It's currently March. He is in some ridiculous form. And the England international has grabbed 2 goals here from centre attacking mid, playing as that shadow striker, making these penetrative runs from deep. You can see Man City just don't pick him up. Fine ball by Martin Odegaard, and the finish at the end of it, not too shabby. Odegaard in this match, 2 assists and a goal. He has been in red-hot form, playing out on that right-hand side as an advanced playmaker. It's been a role that he has just shone in. Well, speaking of the devil, he's in possession of the ball again here. Tomiyasu switches over to Andreas, who takes it down in the penalty area. Can he find someone? He goes to Odegaard, back post, crosses it in. Andre Santos volleys it. It's a hat-trick of assists for Odegaard. It's 4-2 here. It is a crazy turnaround. The subs that we made have had an impact, and it's the Brazilian Andre Santos, a player who I feel like goes down more in infamy than, well, any kind of fame in this series so far. He's got red cards at bad moments, hasn't he? But I'll tell you what, he's in the right place at the right time here, and that finish on the volley, that was rather tasty. Corner, Martin Odegaard looking for assist number 4, gives it to Todibo. It is assist number 4. It's 5-2 here. We are going top of the league, and I don't quite know what I've witnessed. We have scored 4 goals in 10 minutes in this game, from 2-1 down to 5-2 up. The subs we've made have been great. Odegaard's on a 10.0. Jesus is on a 6.6. I don't even care. You know what? Ivan Toney, on you come, son. We'll make our last change as well. Why not? I'm going to take off Kessié. I'm going to bring in Fabio Vieira. He's going to move into the centre of midfield. Andre Santos, you've scored your goal. Go do some defending. And now Tierney's got injured after I've made all the subs. Oh, that's annoying. A little bit of a makeshift setup needed here. We are just going to try and kill off this game. I'm going to play, obviously, with 10 men. A 3-2-1-2-1. I think this is our best hope. 2 Borny midfielders, 3 centre-backs. We're 3 goals to the good. It should be fine. You know what? That's just time waste as well. Let's just try and see out this game. Okay, full time here, a 5-2 win. They're getting fizzled out in the end, despite the injury. Nothing to worry about. Martin Odegaard, man of the moment, a 10.0 rating there. Top quality performance by the entire team. And with that, you can see here 5 points clear and also a goal difference swing that puts our goal difference better than Man City's. I didn't notice it before. Liverpool just lost to Southampton at the same time that match was going on. So 2 results going massively in our favour. All of a sudden, there's a bit of a cushion at the top. But we're not going to dwell on that cushion too much just yet, because we've got the small matter of Benfica. Of course, Benfica in real life have topped their Champions League group. In this universe, they're currently ahead in the Champions League. Can we turn things around in the second leg? Don't go anywhere. I think this could be a classic. I don't quite know what happened in that second half against Man City, but I'm just going to hope lightning can strike twice. We have Benfica to take on. We're taking them on at home. In terms of the team, I kind of want to just play the same team as last game, to be honest. Rodrigo, I mean, I could... Well, I was going to say I could start him. I shouldn't start him. He's failed his fitness test, but we'll have him on the bench anyway, just to be a body. McKennie is suspended for this game, so Andre Santos has to start. But with the exception of that, and Tierney, who did, of course, pick up a little bit of a knock in that last game, I think I'm just going to leave the team unchanged. I thought we were really impressive going forward. Jude Bellingham continues to be just a little bit of a revelation for us, really. 7 goals scored in 11 league games. He has been absolutely top quality. Just need him now to start doing it for us in the Champions League. So, of course, we are looking to turn around a 1-0 deficit, but as the home team, you have to back us in this game. And if it doesn't work with the players we've got on the pitch, we've got some really good options to bring on. Players who I think really can change the match. As for Benfica, they are playing the exact same shape they played against us previously. Otamendi still playing at right back. Still feel like that's an area of the pitch where we could get some joy. Of course, Martinelli wasn't all that flattering against Man City. Maybe today he can have a slightly better game against the aging Argentine. Of course, players coming out for this game. I don't want this to be the last time this season we see Champions League stuff. Last season, we crashed out the Europa League. hoping we can avoid that today. Pedro Porro, free kick in a wide area, whip back post, White is there, heads it just the wrong side of the post. Another set piece for us, Pedro Porro over it again. He has a wand of a right foot. I think he has 17 crossing. He is a man who can put in balls of quality. This time it's not a ball of quality, but I'll tell you what, I thought for a second Bellingham was going to pull out another bit of magic. He nearly found the top corner. It was not far wide. Inside the first 10 minutes here, we are definitely on top, creating a lot, having a fair few set pieces, but looking rather threatening from them. Well, there might be a chance from open play here. Jesus plays it forward towards Martinelli. Otamendi wins it, but Martinelli regains possession and we continue to have the ball. Odegaard pulling the strings out in the wide area as that advanced playmaker. Plays it back to Andre Santos. He crosses it in. Jesus' effort is blocked away. That was a golden opportunity. It still might not be dealt with. A foul from behind by Otamendi. He's going to get an early warning in this game for that. I think the block shot could have been the highlight, unless maybe there's something more to happen. It's Martin Odegaard over it. He was great for us last game. Can he pick up this game where he left off? Not with free kick attempts like that. The wall blocks it, but continuing to be on top in this game. 5 shots, apparently 0 on target. I could swear at least one of the shots we've had has been on target in these highlights, but what would I know? Halfway through the first half, Benfica yet to have a shot in this game. Only 36% of possession as well. We are dominant in our play. We just need to find the breakthrough and hope that we don't get scored against the run of play. Of course, Benfica got their goal against us down a man last time. We cannot afford to underestimate them, but there could be a chance here. Jesus is played in behind. He drifts wide, he holds it up, gives it to Martinelli, and that is a ridiculous finish. In off the post, maybe a temptation to drop him for Andreas in this game after he was disappointing against Man City. We've kept the faith with him. Otamendi is on a yellow card as well. I feel like with this chance he was almost a bit scared to make a tackle at Otamendi for fear of a further reprimand. But I'll tell you what, from that position, you don't really expect him to score. He's cannoned it in off the post. It's 1-1 on an aggregate, and I don't want to say it too soon because we're only half an hour in. We're on top in this game. We should be winning this game. They've got a free kick. If they score immediately, I've jinxed it. Max hits it, hits the woodwork, falls to Oliver. It's 1-1. It's what we were in the lead for 5 minutes, if that. Kick off highlight, though, to maybe respond immediately. That would be nice, wouldn't it? It's now 2-1 on aggregate, just as a little reminder. Away goals are not a factor, though. A few years ago, this would have been a pretty awful situation to be in, with Benfica having got that away goal, but it is less important now. In fact, it's not that important at all. The fact it's an away goal, and it will be even less important if we score like that. Martinelli this time turns provider. Jude Bellingham as that shadow striker, making these penetrative runs through the middle. He is really, really thriving in this role, in this centre attack in mid position we are giving him. He doesn't have the best finishing in the world, but his mentals, his technicals outside of his finishing, his physicals as well, he just gets into these positions and he's converted another one. We are rapidly approaching half-time. A goal for either team here could be pretty pivotal. Certainly would change their team talks for their respective managers. Is there to be a late highlight? Is there to be a late chance? Well, our shot tally is increasing, but unfortunately, the scoreline remains unchanged. It is 2-1 on the night. It's 2-2 on aggregate. But when you look at that XG story, with the exception of their free kick turned rebound, which was their 2 shots, Benfica have done nothing in this game. At half-time here, I am going to be cruel. I am going to be a little harsh. I'm going to tell the players I expect much more. Jesus has not had the best of games. Ivan Toney might want to go and get warmed up. Porro on a booking is a tiny bit concerning as well. You know what? Tomiyasu, on you come, my friend. Elsewhere, do I want to take off Jesus early? You know what? I'm doing it. Ivan Toney, he's been very, very good for us in the Champions League. Now I need him to come good here. Benfica with possession, though. Only 5 minutes into this second half, we've made a double change early. And well, am I going to live to regret it? Max drives it in, and Arnautovic is there. And from inside the 6-yard box, with their third shot of the game, Benfica make it 2-2 on the night, 3-2 on aggregate, and that's not really the start to the second half I needed nor wanted. Nicely worked, to be fair, by them. But this ball in here is all very, very simple. Both our players slide in, White and Todibo. Neither of them get there. And Benfica, much like last game, they've scored every shot they've had here. Enzo in possession. Gives it to the goal scorer, Oliver. I have noticed Benfica with a couple of players on yellow cards. They showed ill discipline in that first leg. Could lightning strike twice? Could it happen twice in a row they go down a man? In some ways, they might hope for it. They played better, I think, down a man last time out. That said, as the home team, you've got to expect us here to really ratchet up the pressure for the 35 minutes that remain of this game. Kessie gives it to Martinelli, who skips past his man like he's not even there. Otamendi being made to look like a mug. Ball back with Kessie. Zinchenko crosses in. Ivan Toney's there. It's saved by the keeper with his legs. And it stays 2-2. There is now another highlight. Odegaard whips in. Back post headed just over by Ben White. We are cranking up the pressure, but we do have to score in the next half an hour. Odegaard was so good for us last game, but here he has not been good enough. I'm going to bring in Fabio Vieira. Bellingham's in danger of being booked, but he's just the kind of player who I think you have to keep on. Andre Santos has had a good game, but is tiring. I'm going to make a bit of a change here. I'm going to bring in Sander Berg. We do get 5 changes in the Champions League. I was mistaken in the first kind of leg. You get 3 stoppages to make 5 changes. So rather than me use all my stoppages and not make all my subs, I've got 1 stoppage left if I've been keeping track. I might need to use it soon because we're running out of time, and now Jude Bellingham's got injured. Is a bad day about to get even worse? Andreas, on you come. That is going to be our final change here. Martinelli, inside forward on attack. Andre Santos, go ball winning midfielder on support. We've got to be a little more direct in our play, a lot quicker in our play too. There is not long left in this game. We have to find a goal here from somewhere. And having been forced to use our final sub to take off Bellingham, it feels like maybe a slightly tall order. Time is just whittling away here. Benfica are just not conceding. We need a goal to take it to extra time. Is it going to come from anywhere? There could be a chance here. 5 minutes of added time. Ball's played into Ivan Toney. He takes it down. He smashes it in. He makes it 3-2 on the night. He makes it 3-3 on aggregate. It's the 10th goal of the year, and I feel now justified in my decision to change things up and take off Jesus. I am going to change Andre Santos to a centre mid on defend. I think I'm going to leave Martinelli on attack here, though. I feel like against this Benfica team, he's been getting a lot of joy. They have now subbed off Otamendi, actually, at right back, which is a little bit interesting. And while there could still be time for another, we came back from behind against Man City. Could the same happen here? Or are Benfica about to get an absolute sucker punch at the death? We could be on our way to extra time unless there is a goal in the next 90 seconds. Ball being played around. Ivan Toney finds himself with his back to goal, plays it into Martinelli, who's in behind, chips the keeper, and Antonio Silva clears off the line, boots it against our attacker's head, and it stays 3-2 here. We're going to extra time. We had extra time in the Europa League last year. I didn't want this. Okay, another half an hour here. I think we've been the better team on the balance of play. Benfica, of course, have taken the chances that have come their way. Fair play to them, but I back us here against tiring legs to find the breakthrough. Could Fabio Vieira, one of our subs, be that man? Not today. He's hit the crossbar. 20 minutes of added time left. 5 of this first half of added time. I am still on attacking and I am still playing that little bit more direct. I feel like those changes have seen us create a little bit more. And well, with 15 minutes left, I'm going to hope there is time for that little bit more. Do we get any extra subs at this point? I don't think we do. We do get an extra sub. You know what? Emil Smith-Rowe, on you come. Martinelli is looking tired. I'm going to bring in the young homegrown talent out on that left-hand side. He is our 6th and final change. Could he have an instant impact? I'm going to click on him so his name's above his head. And we're going to hope that he can do something. Everyone else around him is tired. He's so quick, I can't even click on him. He's in possession. Could he have the immediate impact? He should square it. He does square it. Fabio Vieira had time to take that closer to goal. He had the free kick earlier. That was an even better chance. It stays 3-2. That might be an opportunity blown. Although, I say all of that, there's 8 minutes left. And there is another highlight here. Fabio Vieira, a man who's had chances, might get another. Ivan Toney through, hits it, hits the post. How have we not found the breakthrough here? I think he was offside, so it wouldn't have counted. There is 5 minutes. I don't want a penalty shootout. No one wants a penalty shootout. But it feels like it might be inevitable unless we are in the 119th minute here. Andre Santos to Sander Berg. Plays it wide to Tomiyasu. We have more subs on the pitch than players who started on the pitch with all the changes that we've made. Fresh legs are on. Is there any ounce of energy left for one player to have that one last little burst of pace, that last little burst of energy, and create something? Zinchenko brings it forward, goes down the line to Emil Smith-Rowe. He's going to play it inside to Andreas. Gives it back wide to Emil Smith-Rowe. Nice build-up play. Ivan Toney's there. His initial save is blocked. The rebound is not, though. He makes it 4-2 with 30 seconds left. Surely that is that. 3 subs linking up in the final third. This has not been easy. This has not been simple, but surely that is all she wrote. Emile Smith-Rowe drives a low cross in. The keeper makes a great save initially, but Ivan Toney, first to react, finds the bottom corner, and it's done. It's done. We're through. Just about. We are in the Champions League quarterfinals. I think on the balance of play, we absolutely deserved it. We were by far and away the better team, but, well, some questionable defending and some lacklustre finishing very nearly cost us. We win. Milan, who we lost to last year in the Europa League, they're also in the next round of the knockout, so that could be something to look forward to. The big thing here is, how long is Jude Bellingham out for? Breathe a sigh of relief. The answer is 1 to 3 days. Ivan Toney, man of the match. Steve Round prefers Toney to Erling Haaland. And how can you blame him? I'll tell you what, Ivan Toney, he's come up clutch again. People laughed at me for this signing. He's now got 5 goals in the Champions League. Okay, that was absolutely bonkers, but we are through. Next time out, Champions League quarter-final. Those fixtures are not far away either, so we will be coming back sooner rather than later for some more Champions League knockout action. I'm just going to hope it isn't going to be a game that goes to extra time. I can't handle extra time. You can see here the first leg is on the 9th of April. Who are we going to play? I don't know. You'll have to tune in next time to find out. Just a little heads up that there won't be a video tomorrow on Saturday, but I will be back on Sunday. Keep your eyes peeled. I'll see you guys then. And until next time, it's me, Jack. I'll talk to you in a bit. I'm out.